And I believe we are live.
We are live? Oh my god. I'm not even dressed. Actually, that's a lie. I am dressed.
Well, you can actually turn your video off if you want, because we're not really looking at you
Yeah,
necessarily.
no. I'm I'm okay. I have
I could turn my
many
video on, but then
I
I'd have
have
to
many
rearrange
garments
the
of
screen.
clothing on, including but not limited to pants. All
Well,
right.
I'm gonna just read up on the chat because there's been a lot of capsing, and I don't know why. Oh, it just started with Dap being excited that there was going to be a stream, and then it just descended
So
from there into
so
madness.
guys, it's clearly not Xanthu. Sheldon says, "You are so gay." What is going on in the chat?
I don't really know. I'm assuming because Dap referred to us that we are live. Oh, we are live. Look at that. Woo! All
Yeah,
right.
I see a little thumbnail that says
Welcome.
"Chillin with OTDE and making manuals."
Yes, that is a thing. Welcome everyone. This is a Squirrel stream, which they haven't happened for a while because I was a very busy man. But now we
Aren't we
are
all?
now
Aren't we all?
we are back. So
I'm starting a
yay!
manual track
Hello.
from the scratch.
So I am like 9 seconds into this manual track. Are you
I'm go-
watching? Can you see what I'm showing you?
I can't really see because I'm entirely focused on my own track.
Oh,
Like
okay.
the
Well, everyone else can see that there's this track I'm making, and it's like it's
I
synced
should
up with
probably have
music.
the stream up for reference. Referencing.
And so it's this big long tail manual, and then I wanted to like hit him and then go into another tail manual, which I'm gonna do.
Rabid had the smoothest manuals. Are you sure that's not has?
I just played it, so you should see it. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah. Doom 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 doom. How do I share screen and do my webcam at the same time?
It's already doing it.
Hey,
Oh, I. Are you asking how did OTDE do that? Because
I'm
he
I'm
just
a
shared screen and it also shows his webcam.
I'm a wizard. I guess
Accidentally a wizard.
I don't really know. um, I'm always at a loss when coming up with good starts for manual tracks. With gospel, I was like, yeah, I like this, but so far I've just generally not liked starts.
All right, I'm gonna. You guys can't
Ooh,
hear this, but I can, and I'm gonna see if I can.
what if I did a tip to stack, as Hedge calls it? Oh, that's way too powerful. Maybe I shouldn't do that. That is.
Right around 9 seconds. Doesn't have to be super specific. Right about there.
Oh. Well, hello,
So
ladies.
I have this Audacity thing up, and I'm just like seeing where's different parts in the song happen.
Oh, yeah.
That's why
I never
I'm
thought about
doing
doing
that.
that. That's actually really smart. And or what I should be doing if I ever make a synced track.
This is the first time I've made one that's like pretty much all my tracks have been synced in some way or another, but this is the first one that's like really precise.
Yeah. I wanted like I have this like dream of like taking hide and seek by like Imogen Heap and like having every manual move along perfectly with the voice.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sweet.
And it would just well, not only would it be sweet, it would just be like awesome because it would just be like this so hard to express, but it's it would just be so cool. I just want to see one track where it's like everything is perfectly synced. I think Blue Champion comes really, really close.
Yeah.
Um, at least in the opening bit.
I always felt like Blue Champion was like much busier than the music. Like the music was like not a whole lot was going on in the music, and there was like a ton going on in the track all the time. That's maybe just me.
Mm. Well, at the beginning of the track, it feels like there's this awesome sort of like chill, it moves when the guitar does type situation. And then I can understand how it would feel that way when it gets to like the super not so complicated uh, just quirk, I guess. And I don't know. For me, it's like there's not really, when you boil it down to like its essential elements in the track, it's just fling, fling, and it's rolling within those things. But you'll notice that there will be parts where it's like he's in the middle of a single trick and he's like rolling through it, and
Yeah,
that's when
I think I just stopped hearing you. I don't know why. I heard, and that's when. And then there was a long, thoughtful pause. I'm gonna try quitting this and starting it up again.
I'm not that thoughtful.
Nah, and you're back.
Okay.
Make sure you're still coming through.
Well, that's
Yep.
when the like snare hits come in,
Oh yeah.
and it's this. It's like
Why is Sheldon swearing at me? Do I have to ban him?
why is Sheldon anything? Well, this is a janky ass track already. Just like, why am I doing this? Ooh, what if I did a? What if I did this like dedication to Omniverse? You know, where it has that little quirky bit, and then all of a sudden it's like circles.
I think you should
I'm
just do
deluding
whatever
myself.
you feel like doing, OTDE.
I'm deluding myself if I think I can do circles, though.
You know that
Like,
he like traced a circle, right? To make that.
yeah, no, I thought he did it freehand. No, okay, this was embarrassing. For the longest time in my early days, I thought Giorgio used Circle Maker for Faunalite, and that Ramzu used Circle Maker for Silk Road.
Did they
And I
not?
was like, no, they didn't.
Hmm. Because it really doesn't
And
make
I was,
much difference to me. There's like one track that I was like, dude, you stopped using Circle Maker because he was like just using Circle Maker for like random curves. Like every curve was like a circle, and I was like, what are you like? He would just like ride it like like flat sled, and it was like, why are you, this isn't so yeah.
was it Copacetic by LRG with the scenery in the circles?
I don't think so. No, it was not that. No, it
Yeah,
was a
no,
really bad track that I would not be able to find again, and I don't think anyone else would remember.
Okay.
Sometimes I think people forget that
Well,
I've watched like thousands of tracks, literally.
yeah, I haven't quite watched that many, but the ones that I like really stick in my mind.
Like
Ooh, this is
I don't know exactly how many I've watched, but I've watched pretty much like most of the tracks that were released on I Ride the Lines from like February 2007 to now, which is
huh.
kind of a lot.
This is a lot.
I mean, most of them I just watched once and forgot about, but
Boy, imagine if you had the ability to like recall certain tracks, and it's like, oh look, it's Line Rider Adventure by Bobby
all
Tits
right.
McGee.
Sheldon says that none of these are affecting Bosch, so I'm going to turn on hit test. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Every single line affects him. Look at that. How about that?
How about that shit? Oh boy. So the best part about making a track in which you have Bosch right around on the inside of a chiseled
You
chest.
should turn your like zoom level up because like on the stream, like
Oh,
when you play, it's like super super tiny.
oh, specific. What is does current zoom work? Yeah. No, it doesn't do that.
Does it not work?
What if I had specific? Let's see. What's the specific zoom for this? That is not even close to enough. Zoom it in.
That's probably decent. That's good.
That's good. That's good.
I'm cool with that.
I'm down with the sickness.
I hope not.
Not really. I'm a healthy individual.
How long does that manual have to last? Oh wow, it's like a 3-second manual. Okay. So I got plenty of time to curve around. May as well keep going with the blue then. Yeah, I've made about half a second, and I have 2.5 seconds more.
'Cause I would ride 500 lines and I would ride 500 more.
That's not really saying much.
That's like 5/6 of cabbages and kings.
I know.
It's not a lot.
What tracks have been 1,000 lines? I think Sorvius made a track that. No, it was 1337. I remember that. I don't remember if there's been a track.
Funky had 1337 lines.
Yeah, a bunch of people have made that. Hold that joke.
Why? I mean,
know.
I get that it's leet speak for leet, but it's
because it's a funny number to end on. That's more like Chuggers. Chuggers is track that has like it's like 3 seconds long and it has like 500 lines.
Oh no.
Have you seen it?
No.
I don't think he's working on it anymore, but it's kind of silly.
The all stack track.
Yeah.
Let's do it. The dream is alive. Boy. Oh, Sheldon and Dapp were working on an infinite track concept.
Ooh.
Because it's possible in the physics of the game if you can get him into a cramule in a certain position.
No, yeah, I read about it. Dapp's been talking about it for a while.
Has he?
Yeah.
Well, they're really close because they're like using dapules to get him like really, really close to the current position.
Wait, is that a thing now?
I'm calling it a dapule. What are you gonna call it? Cramule, second peg, pinch-a-doodle?
I was gonna call it a cramule cannon. I thought that's what people were calling it.
No, I'm talking about like the dapules where it's like.
Oh yeah, those things. Okay, yeah. All right. Well, I think you've officially coined the term, unless someone else coined it before you.
Someone coined it way before me.
Well, I mean, besides Dapp.
I'm not the progenitor of that.
Who was the last person you remember using it? Sheldon?
Sheldon.
No. Sheldon and Dapp coined it together. They're conspiring against all of us.
Conspiring to do what? Use terrible nomenclature?
They're conspiring to make tricks.
Tricks.
Which is the worst thing anyone could possibly do.
Have you ever seen Inu Does Sports Time?
No. No, I haven't.
Oh, it's the greatest. Oh, it's the greatest. It's just live action video of Inu doing sports really badly.
Like playing sports?
Yeah, it's just like flashing lights and this Inuda sports time. And then there's a part where he attempts to do interpretive dance,
He
and
has
it's
a very
really
strange
bad.
career going, doesn't he?
Yeah, apparently after this is like years prior to Booty Pop for Men.
No, I
So
was talking. I mean, yeah, but like his. Oh wait, that the Inuda Sports was like years before. I didn't know that.
yeah,
I mean, the
yeah,
one that set him up was the Christmas video,
yeah.
which apparently was not made for the internet necessarily, but more for like as a joke for his coworkers.
Oh, the glories of the internet. So yeah, I made a track that is entirely just riding inside pectorals, and oh god, it is so
You
beautiful.
told me about. No, you sent me a
So,
screenshot.
it's so
Tell other
beautiful.
people about this.
He rides inside the pectorals of a very buff Bosch.
It's the image that Chuggers put as a preview, right?
Yes, only I made it into a line rider scenery, and I like triple lined the outline. It looks very. It is definitely pinnacle of scenery as we know it.
Oh,
I think I shaded the.
you
I think
know,
I
I
shaded
have to
the.
tell you that after making a track in Blue Manuals, making a track in Blood Manuals is like so nice. It's like, oh, I don't have to worry about the balance. I can just make another line.
Yep, it's beautiful. I don't ever want to do blue manuals.
They're
It's.
kind of hard.
I'm doing an unnecessary amount of multi-lining for this.
What is that just like a nose manual? you
Yeah,
just wa-
it's just a
you
nose
just want to make it
manual.
really tight. Is that what it is? Why
Yes.
don't you just like change those two blue lines up there to red? It wouldn't, or that one
Because
blue
then
line.
then it pulls him way too
Well, then
far.
change the
I
one
can't.
after it to blue. This isn't rocket
No,
science.
I'm being subtle. I'm being artistic. I'm being artistic with my track. Don't judge me.
Sorry, too
Ah,
late.
I have judged. No. Uh,
How does it feel to be judged?
um, intensely unsatisfying.
Unsatisfying? That's an interesting word.
I need more judgment, more anger and hate and vitriol.
In your life?
All of it. Yes. Anger is what powers.
When people hate you.
It fuels me. Surprise, bitches, I'm actually Lanker. I feed on your anger. Jesus, Lanker was such a troll.
He's still
Oh my god.
around.
I haven't seen him.
No, I've seen him. It's really funny. He keeps popping in the chat box and saying hi, and no one is there but me. And then I'm like, hi, and he's like, oh, bye. And it's got to be a thing where he's like,
I
anyone
don't
here?
want
And
to
I'm like,
talk to
just me. And he's like, damn it.
you. Are there any hot single ladies in my area?
You know what? Kevin needs to start using that as his. Instead of doing like his, what does he do now? Watt. It used to be like the shifty eyes. I don't know. It was something else at one point. He's just saying he should just announce his presence by asking if there are hot single ladies in his area. That would be great. Maybe I should do that.
This is a really bad manual track, but I'm still continuing.
I'm happy with this manual. What do you think of this manual? I think it looks pretty smooth.
I need to look at the manual. That's
I'm just gonna play it over and over.
pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty smooth. Ugliest curve ever? Yeah, well, Sheldon, you're the ugliest rider ever.
It probably
Whoa.
looks better when it's not hit test and there's no
Actually,
color.
no, I'm sure.
Because
you
with the color,
look-
it looks like. Yeah, look at that. Ooh, that looks tasty. He buckles a little right there. It's not a big deal.
Mm. Mm.
I'm not going for perfection with this track. It's going to be
Oh.
seen, so I don't really care too much. Not by me. It's going to be seen by Bajeri. No, not Bajeri. What am I saying? Oh my gosh.
Isn't it Pierre?
Is it Bier? Whatever. It's going to be seen by Benji. Not Bier.
I'm pretty sure it's Pierre. Bajeri.
I've always said Bajeri in my head.
Didn't we all make fun of this last time this subject came up? Like,
I think we did. I think I pronounced it Bajeri during the marathon, and people made fun of me.
Bajeri.
It's like butter and Jerry.
That's like the most Americanized version of that you could have possibly picked. Like
BJer. That's worse.
no, B Jerry.
BJerry.
But
it's like a
Jerry
bumblebee
like...
and Tom and Jerry. BJerry.
I guess. Like there are a lot of names that I'm really like just not sure how to pronounce. Is like for a while I pronounced KTK's name like a completely different name. No, I pronounced it KTK, like really fast, like Kitty K.
Kitty K.
It's like Katy Perry, and I was just like, no.
Who pronounced it that way? You?
Yeah.
And then you were like,
my
no,
line.
to yourself?
Yeah, just to myself, and then I'm like, oh, there's a T there. I'm stupid. And it's like, okay, and I corrected myself.
KK.
And I've never told anyone that until today.
It's like he's a girl. Katie.
It's K to K.
Katie K. Here, I'll spell it for you in the chat.
I don't need to. I don't know. Okay, what's the stream saying? Oh, it's Katie K. Fuck the.
It's a famous pop singer.
Okay, Sheldon says, fuck this stream. I want shitty flat sled and sand filling.
I wasn't going to read it out loud. I don't think we need to discuss Sheldon swearing at us. It's not much to discuss.
You know, Sheldon, I don't know whether or not, like, you're actually into streams or rivers or those kind of fish wildlife, but that's the kind of thing you're going to need to keep to yourself.
Yeah. Good advice.
I doubt the public will take much of a mind to you literally bending over and going to Frisco Town on the local creek.
Pretty sure I'd be fine with it if I was a sheriff.
I just like the phrase bending over and going to Frisco Town.
Where is Frisco Town?
Probably San Francisco.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to look. Oh, why did I never start the music? Oh my gosh, I'm an idiot. I'm Googling it. I'm doing it on the stream. Who knows what'll happen?
Music has the right to children.
The town of Frisco. FriscoGov.com.
I'm taking you straight to Frisco.
This is where we're going. Frisco
they
Town.
They have a variety of scenic tourist attractions.
Frisco request for proposal for a public relations firm.
Wow, that is news.
Step Up Main Street open house for Phase 2. Announced it for Tuesday, March 3rd at Town Hall. Town of Frisco alerts citizens to possible scam calls.
Scam calls?
Winter snow operations. Let's look at their budget.
They've got...
They have the 2015 budget information.
$5. A good spanking.
Budget cover. Table of contents. How much money do you have? That's all I want to know. There's
don't
a
have any. They just have a
gigantic
table of
budget
contents.
document
They had
on
enough
the
money to
internet.
make a table of contents and nothing else.
Departments. Community service, the marketing and communication. Town manager's office. Ooh, I'm going to read the police FAQs. How do I get in touch with police officer after business hours? Officers are on duty 24 hours each day and can be reached by calling the after hours dispatch center. For any emergency, please call 911. I needed to know this information.
I've taken you to Frisco Town. What now?
I'm going to call 911.
Don't call 911. On the list of things that are not okay, that is definitely not okay.
If you're kidnapping me and taking me to Frisco Town, I think it's okay.
No, I'm not kidnapping you. I'm just bending you straight over into Frisco Town.
What does that mean? You're bending me in half and then driving me to Frisco Town?
No, that's... He was taking the river to Frisco Town because he's a deviant and has a strange predilection for rivers and streams and local fish and wildlife.
All right, I'm gonna look at the chat now.
Me too. OTDE duocranial can. No.
And so he's swearing at me a lot and telling me I'm breaking the rules.
Because...
See, you might notice that OTDE was playing Line Rider while I was looking at Frisco Town, and his stream was also on the stream, so not technically breaking rules.
Check out that technicality, yo. That was sick.
I pride myself on my technicality use. He's getting faster, so I have to make the lines bigger. Or else bad things. Nope.
Just don't bend Bosch over and take him to Frisco. A phrase I am now incorporating into daily use.
I could make the curve more powerful, but that's not fun. And also isn't what I want, anyway. And also requires more time and work, and I don't really want to spend that much time on this.
After a certain point, you're just like, what's the point of everything?
It's not that, it's that I'm not going for like a serial style, like super high pressure tail manual here. I'm just going for a nice smooth curve that lasts for 3 seconds.
Why wouldn't you want a high pressure manual?
Because they all look the same. There's zero character to them.
Meanwhile, let's talk to our low pressure manuals. Hey, Barb! Barb's got a real personality. What do you do, Barb? I sort of tilt him to the left, and then the other way, kind of multi-lined.
You've lost me. I'm no longer here anymore. Ooh, I want to see the Frisco fling. What is this? Oh, look at that! It's the Frisco fling.
Are you talking about this thing?
Yeah, I click on the link in the chat.
Is it a Frisco fling?
It's totally the Frisco fling.
That's the Frisco fling. Oh man, he just bent him straight over and took him to Frisco Town.
It's a Frisco chain.
ASDF stands for Alternating Single Direction Frisco.
Best typo ever. Sheldong.
What is this, chat? Why?
Oh.
Oh,
Oh, by the way,
boy.
OTD, you know you can stream a specific window?
Really?
Yeah, you can.
Oh boy.
I mean, not
How do I do that?
stream. I mean, Skype.
I can?
At least I can.
I didn't know that. How do I do that?
Change it. Oh, no, where it says share, click that again. When it says share your screen, click that.
Share window.
Oh. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that?
I did.
I think I did it.
Well, I'll be switching to another window soon.
When you do, let me know so I can see if it works. Boom!
I want to make a.
You know, I've resigned myself that this entire stream is going to be making one long tail manual.
Are you really going to spend like 2 hours on a tail manual?
It's 3 seconds long! It's really long.
It's a pretty long tail manual, but watch, I'm going to make like a 10-second nose manual, like right now.
Wait, it's going to be flatline, isn't it?
How did you know?
I mean, I can make, like, from a track that hasn't done anything, I can make like an hour-long nose manual in maybe 10 minutes. From an empty track. But no one wants to watch that.
I want to watch that.
Really?
I'm a sad sack of shit who has nothing better to do with his life. For all you kiddos at home, I don't actually mean that. All the time.
You were that until you started playing Line Rider again, right?
Wait, what?
That's what you were until you started playing Line Rider again, right? Right?
Something like that. Did I stop playing Line Rider at some point? Yeah, I did. That was like my entire junior year. I just didn't do anything.
In the middle of making Gospel is what I remember.
I was just like...
It was like a year where we didn't see you forever.
Make tracks and we'll love you 5 ever. I remember saying that and everyone was like, yes. That should be a stall. And I'll just say, screw it, I'm done with this track. No! It won't stall. It won't let me stop making the track. This is like a horror movie. It's like, you keep making the track and it's like, it just keeps going, man.
How is that a horror movie?
Can't stop
it sounds like Premium Blend to me.
Sounds more like Jam.
No, Jam was carefully planned, though. No, what was it? Polymer Blend. That was the one that he's like, yeah, I just was like making a track and it just kept getting bigger. And then I was like, maybe I should stop now at like 3.5 minutes.
Boy, that's the magic of...
I want to know how he did that. Like, was it like, whoops, I accidentally made a 3.5 minute track. Like, who does that?
But Jerry. The one and only but Jerry. Look at that. That is so ugly.
And that was during like the height of like the 1.5 minute is the perfect length era. And he just like accidentally made a 3.5 minute track, and everyone was like, "It's awesome!" Probably just because it was.
Are we still in that era, or are people actually?
Not at all. I think Jam kind of put an end to that.
Because like, I still like that length of track.
I mean, it's still generally considered like your track can be considered like a decent full length track if it's 1.5 minutes.
Now people are all like, you gotta be like 7.5 minute long masterpiece sing the Green Theater.
I want to see that.
I don't know. I wanted to. I have lots of grand plans and I'm never able to do them. Like,
Oh,
Take Me
me
and Your Skin
too.
is so hard because I want to sync like every bit of it, and it's like I just don't have time.
Well, you just gotta pick your battles. Like me right now, making this tail manual. Like, I'm making this, like, at a really fast pace. Like, this is basically speed track making. But it's okay, because I just want a long tail manual that goes in a curve like this.
Yeah, but like I also have this other like awesome dream for a track where it's like, have you heard variations on a Korean folk song?
No, I have not.
It's like one of the classic concert band pieces. It has a very simple melody, you know, da 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 da. That's it. That's the whole song. Okay, there's like a bridge section where it's like da 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 da, and then it goes back into the regular stuff. But that's the whole melody.
You know, I just realized that maybe this is maybe not tight enough of a curve.
Just realized that now.
Yeah, because it's like, I'm at like 10.5 seconds, and I want to get back around. I want him to be going horizontally again at 12.
So how great would it be if I just completely broke up the composition of this track with like one of those super shoulder stacks that Cramwood and company do? Just be like, oh, it's a nice pace for a track, and then boom! I still haven't got the hang of a lot of stuff. I like to think I do. But then I'm like, you know, I really don't.
You know, actually, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to get all the way around. I'll just do some tumbling afterward, if not.
Am I actually going to make a shoulder stack?
Whatever.
Here we go.
I'm also a little concerned because this track is like rapidly becoming like a giant thing, which will make it hard for Benji to sing, as I know, being a singer myself.
I should do scenery at some point. I haven't done anything since the last time. Because like I have turmeric on me, but I don't want to go to the effort of like splitting because I don't know what parts I'm gonna use again, because the whole track is kind of like uses all of it.
Yeah, this is why I plan things.
I don't plan things.
Why do you think
Maybe
it takes forever for me to make this manual? It's a manual at 20 pixels per frame, and I just made like a second and a half in like 30 minutes. Is that like a long time? Because you think that's a long, like 30 minutes for a second and a half is a long time, like for this like mid-speed. Anyway,
that's why I don't do mid-speed, because I can make like 20 seconds of track like that really disjointed looking multi-line stuff in like 2 hours. It's great because it like feels good, but it's really awkward. That is so what she said, but you know, my parents use a variation of that. At least they did when we were all in the Grand Canyon, Colorado River. We were all rafting and everybody kind of slowly went insane. But anyway, they would say like, that's not something you want to hear in prison.
It's basically the same thing.
It's so weird to hear our parents saying that, because we'd be like, Dad, no. So I was like in middle school at that point, and when you are in the middle schools, you do not, you care way more about what other people think of you than.
It's very true.
Now it's just like, I don't really give a shit. Yeah.
My parents were always pretty good about like not swearing around me, but as I get older, that like filter gets less and less because they know I'm mature. It's sort of weird.
My dad kind of routinely called me a little shit, so I'm just used to it.
All right then.
In an affectionate way, of course, but
I suppose.
how do I do this?
How do I do
Yeah,
anything?
this sucks. I'm tossing it.
Okay.
That one's onion rings. Mm.
What's this? Oh no! Yet another
All right.
disfigurement of my avatar has appeared.
What?
It's in the chat.
Let's see this.
Oh, I see your whole screen still. Oh well. You have to scroll. Yeah, there you go.
I'm still looking at. I could only see half of his damn screen, therefore banned for half of an eternity. Oh, oh.
I don't think I've ever permanently banned someone for streaming online Rider. The worst I've ever done was take away someone's streaming privileges.
Did he put like an Illuminati symbol on you?
I guess, yeah.
Is that Illuminati?
I don't really know what Illuminati is.
Sheldon says he was perm banned for impersonation.
Oh, well then, I don't remember that. You mean like a duplicate account, or like
I guess
his actual account? Because if his actual account was perm banned, I don't understand why he's still here. Was it like revoked?
Maybe he made another impersonator account.
Oh yeah, he made a dupe. Okay, that would do it.
So, in jazz band, we got this arrangement that was written as a hip-hop beat, and it comes with pre-written rap lyrics that are perhaps the whitest thing I've ever heard.
Please share.
The title of the song, like, it sounds like it's from the 90s and it's a rap about like surfing the World Wide Web or something like that. It's really bad. I'm doing mid-speed, Quark.
Okay. I thought you said you didn't do mid-speed.
Well, now I am. I need to get speed.
Hypocrite.
Well, I said I didn't, and now I'm going back on that. Don't ban me. Okay. But like, the song is titled "Frimmin' at the Gym Jam."
Frimmin' at the Gym Jam?
It sounds like one of those weird Urban Dictionary entries for like a niche sex act or something. I can't actually like say them out loud with a straight face, but the first line I'm gonna type into the chat goes somewhat like this. I don't remember the second line, but it's just as bad.
This is for band?
For jazz band.
For jazz band.
It's the easiest song to play ever, so not at all like daunted by it. It's just, you know, it's just why?
This curve has gone awry. Look at this. It's a terror.
What is
Why
happening?
did this happen? I was imagining
let
it
me
would
see
do
this.
like this.
I haven't seen it yet. What is it doing? Oh. Oh no, Harry. No.
Or at least like this. But it's like this. It's like all
No, it's
the way
like-
down.
It's a vague egg shape.
I'm gonna erase everything now.
You know the track that first alerted me to the presence of gravity wells was actually Solid by LRG.
No, I didn't know that.
And I was like, this is the best thing ever! And I didn't really like know about Mr. ZNF or anything like that, or
That's funny.
Aspie, or it's just like, Line Rider Gajern. Still don't know how to pronounce his name. Jert? Don't know.
I think I'll just let me listen to this again.
Furman at the Gym Jam. Furman at the Gym Jam, straight on the way to Frisco Town.
And if I wanted to start this over, responding to ACP, who's giving me advice on how to make manuals, this right here, that should be red. And then I could get him to rotate faster. Like this section I made blue. If I made that red and got him spinning more, then he would curve around a lot quicker. As you can see now, here it's red and there's curving more, but I've decided that I don't mind what's happening. So, like, you can see how much he's curving here with all red. If I made this all red, it would curve a lot more, and I could get around more quickly.
Then he
But
would firm at the Gym Jam.
and he would what?
Then he would firm at the Gym Jam.
Okay.
Just the entire stream becomes like a giant euphemism. Oh man, co-strengthening. God, that is so powerful.
Is this a euphemism, or is this what's actually happening in your track?
This is what's actually happening in my track because I'm hitting like multiple contact points, and when you stack it like that, it becomes really powerful, really quick.
Boom! Very nice.
Oh Jesus, that's powerful. So like, there's the nose. My God. There we go. In case you're wondering how get up speed in Line Rider, there's your answer.
You know, I always go for like the flat sled red to get speed.
Well, this also works. In case you were wondering. Oh, there's more stacking.
Or honestly, I just do manuals for a while, and he just like starts going fast after a while.
I have the opposite problem. I can't stop slowing him down.
Really?
Yeah.
It's interesting. I do have one unused line in the manual at the beginning here, because when he first hits it, this tail manual, he bounces and he skips over the third line.
Okay. Now it's time for.
Oh, there's
all that
another
work.
unused one in there too. Not like I care.
I don't know how to. I don't know how to do high speed quirk, so I'll settle for like mid speedish.
Oh, I didn't mark a flag, dang it. What's the one he skips over?
gonna go to 2 FPS now.
Oh. It skips over 2, but it's because he's quasi-floating. He's coasting.
He's floating through time and space, lost in an ephemeral voyage from line to line. I'll be at the poetry slam all week.
Really?
Because I don't have a job. Yeah.
Why didn't I mark a flag? Alright. I'm gonna mark the flag. I'm gonna do it. There's one.
Are you gonna mark the
There's
flag?
another.
Are you really?
I just did.
Did you?
Not close
Did you
enough.
really?
Oops. Ah! Now I thought I was done. Like, I got the flag where I
Marked
wanted,
the
and I
flag.
hit I instead of U.
You marked the flag, but in reality, you marked for death.
What?
Next step of the Line Rider horror movie.
Alright.
It could be like a series. Each one's like, it's like premium blend polymer
You know something
blend.
cool? Since I did blue
Yeah.
manuals, now that I'm making this like all acceleration section of this curve, I just realized I'm doing it like entirely based on angle
Huh.
because I already did blue manuals and I was like, hey, I can do this with red lines.
Yeah. That's actually how I learned manuals from Charlie Bones' tutorial. It was entirely red lines.
Yeah.
Probably explains
No, but these
why
are
my manuals
all
so weird.
acceleration in one direction is the thing.
Oh no, yeah, no, that's what his tutorial was about.
Oh, yeah.
It's like if you're not doing this, increase the angle.
Huh. For me, it's always been like make a curve that's close and then like change the lines from red to blue and this way and that way and whatnot. All right, he's getting up to like 30 ppm.
Oh boy, you are just creating a nightmare for our buddy Benji.
I'm sorry. I mean, I could
You can apologize to Benji.
I could start this curve over. Do I want to do that?
Think about what would WWBD? What would Benji do? No, what would he do? Be like, I'm good at scenery. I don't know. I can't imitate him.
No, I think this is actually okay. Like, it's
Okay.
gonna be a massive track for him to sing, but I think it's actually gonna be pretty cool.
Yay.
And I showed him the thing, and it was like, maybe like, I mean, this part's pretty big already. And I'll try to reuse the area as much as I can. Which shouldn't be too hard because it's bled manuals. You can always just power them back up. Of course, sync with the music, that makes it a little more difficult.
I like the sync to the flow of the track.
Thanks. It's the best compliment I've ever received.
Stolly, #1 compliment giver. But overall, track was very nice.
It's not done.
It's like, I always loved at the end, he'd like say, good job, and then he'd misspell your name or something. So you never did that with
Or
me.
only name the person who posted it when it was a collab.
Oh, yeah. Oh, God, that reminds me. In my freshman year, there was this virtuoso in our jazz band who plays saxophone like nobody's business. And he would always have these long, elaborate solos. And there's also a trombone player who wanted to take a solo for a song. And so when we went to a festival and the alto saxophone player and the trombone player both soloed in the same song, and the judge kept saying, like, nice alto solo, yeah, and nice alto solo, and like mentioned the trombone solo once, and then afterwards, like, the trombone player looked like he was about to cry, just because it was like this subtle, like, we're not going to talk about you. I don't know if the adjudicator did it intentionally or not. Might have had a stalling moment, I think.
Yeah. Speaking as an artist, the thing that's worse than... The things that's worse is people not liking what you do, is people just not caring.
I did mention in the Unusuals review, I don't know whether, like, describing it simply as art makes it the most accessible medium. Because when you describe it as line writer as art, as opposed to, like, anything else, especially within what we do in terms of line writer, like what I'm doing right now, this is really only art to a very specific subset of people who really understand what's going on. Now, scenery is a little more accessible, so I can understand on that art, because that is literally art on a track, but
it's a unique form.
It is a unique form, but it's understood by so few people that it loses its meaning.
I try to make tracks that are understood by as many people as possible. And I think we all should do that, because I think when we make tracks that are only understood by a very specific subset of people, then why? Why do it?
Well,
Except for
I'd do it.
I'm bored. I mean, that's one reason to do it, which is my least favorite reason people play line writer.
My favorite is it's a fantastic de-stressor for me. Like, that entire 20-second thing was, like I said, after I got waitlisted at like 3 colleges, and they're like, now I have to wait another like month or so before I even know where I'm going, and it's just like, no, I don't want my senior year to be like this. And yeah.
What month is it? March? Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard from 5 of my 6 colleges. 3 have chosen to waitlist me. PLU and Willamette have both said yes and thrown extraordinary amounts of money at me, but for some reason, I guess, California Institute of Technology is a tough sell. Because it's the California Institute of Technology. So,
what do you want to study?
I've been doing a lot of sciencey stuff. So, like, over the summer, I worked at a bunch of, like, labs at our local college. And I helped a lot of the undergrads do their stuff there. I did molecular biology in the mornings and comparative neuropsychology in the afternoons. It's pretty great. I had this flock of pigeons in the comparative psychology lab. It's basically what I would do is I would measure their response times and of pigeons to, like, I would like put them in a box, and there would be like 3 lights, and they would pick left, right, or center. If it lit up and if they did it correctly enough times, they would get a reward. And so we'd chart basically whether they could recognize patterns or not.
Right,
It's really cool. I had 4 pigeons and I named them after the Beatles. Um, I can tell you right now that
Who is your favorite and
Paul?
least favorite? That's my question.
Paul McCartney shit everywhere. I've named pigeon number 2 John Lennon, but because he was the smallest and I thought the most peaceful, but I guess he's compensating for something inside his little manlet body. He gets really aggressive when I get near him.
Oh. So John Lennon is really angry and Paul poops everywhere.
Everywhere. Imagine.
How are the other two?
Ringo keeps trying to escape. God knows why. I mean, he's a pigeon in a cage, probably.
I would try to escape.
But
my speed has reached 40.
speed into the atmosphere.
I'm sorry, Benji. I'll slow him down as soon as I can. No, no. I made this curve too tight.
Alt fling. Yay. Maybe someday I can get an alt fling roll in my dreams.
That's not a very positive attitude.
I'm just happy I made it to ASDFs. I'm not real hopeful. Whoa. Look at all this stacks. Imagine if I could have just kept all these lines.
You can.
I don't want to.
Okay.
It looks gross and stupid.
Well, then don't.
Like, I love lucking stuff, but there are some times where I'm just like, ew. Ew, no.
You mean his old stuff? Like Origin?
Yeah. His new stuff's pretty clean, actually. Yeah.
Cat Groove is actually pretty clean, yeah. I don't know if he was using Hit Test.
I love Cat Groove so much.
It's pretty great. I feel like it's like I feel like it's like Supersonic Motion's like slightly overachieving cousin. If that makes any sense. But like there wasn't quite as much polish, but it like was more ambitious. And it mostly succeeded.
I sort of thought of it more as like Funner's slightly weird cousin.
Funner?
Yeah.
Really? Have you watched Funner? Funner is like all over the map.
Yeah, so was Cat Groove.
No, it wasn't. It was like quirk, all Y, more quirk, a really long fall, sync to music, a la Sonic Motion, more quirk, and then a cool, like, title at the end. Like Sonic Motion, Supersonic Motion.
Maybe it's just the animation, which is like Funner.
The animation is very much like Funner, except not really, because it doesn't. Does it write Cat Groove? I don't think it wrote it.
Yeah, it does.
Oh, it does? Oh, sorry. I tried to record this thing 10 times. You'd think I would know this. So then, yes, it is exactly like, not Funner, but fun.
Fun.
But the structure of the track, it seemed to me to be like heavily inspired by Supersonic Motion. Not the structure. No, well, that's not what I'm trying to say. What am I trying to say? The concepts, the things he was trying to do.
The things that were happening.
But
Ooh.
not like the specific things, like not like the tricks necessarily or the music syncing necessarily, but like the I mean the big one that stands out to me is that long fall with the line that like waves back and forth around him, and then it like pushes him and pulls him, and then it has like the single lines hitting him. It's like very inspired by Supersonic Motion. And then obviously the ending was inspired by Fun, and there's that no rotation part that's inspired by Watt. But
Yeah, it kind of draws. It's like the cousin of the We Ride the Lines family. That
I mean, all the tracks are like that.
it's like the one was like anything you can do, I can do better. Well, not better, but similarly.
But there were some parts that I thought were kind of weak.
Little bit.
Like, it was a very ambitious track. And some parts it hits dead on, and that just makes the parts that didn't hit dead on stick out a little more. Like that long fall was like brilliant in its execution. But then that means that like the ascension going back up is sort of awkward in comparison.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like, and no one's gonna say it's a bad track because of the ascension, because the fall is so awesome. But
yeah.
I
There are
felt
certain
like
things that could have been executed better.
Supersonic Motion, there was like a lot. Like it was hard to say like, well, you should like this part wasn't as good as it could have been or whatever. It was like it's all pretty top notch, and it all felt like it was like cohesive. I'd say more so.
What is
These are my
GT?
these are my opinions, of course.
What does GTF mean? Because
I know what GTFO means.
I get the frunk. I like this alt fling. It's
very alternating.
It alternates. It's a fling. It's an alt fling. It's like it's a pillow.
Sunday School
It's a pad.
broadcast where we define things by self-reference.
Welcome to Sunday Tautology.
I should just rename it Sunday Squirrel Tautologies.
First rule of Tautology Club is the first rule of Tautology Club.
I get it.
Oh no, I made it too powerful. No.
Is this music counting at me?
Oh, what part are you at?
35, 36. It's like... Oh,
Probably number stations.
now it's going
Yeah.
insane.
Oh yeah.
Now it's going all over the place.
That's Boards of Canada for you. Did you see Gyroscope?
When you sent it to me, because that was the thing you were syncing the other track to. Well, I
Yeah,
don't know if you're
it's-
syncing it, but like... Whatever. You know what I mean. I personally feel like I would love to see more like DGAF tracks, like that one that you're
DGA.
making.
It's not even DGAF. It's just like, screw you.
Well, it's
track-
kind of the same thing, isn't it?
DGAF would be like Paradoxial Armageddon Swing.
No, not that. No, but like actually a track.
Paradoxial Armageddon Swing is a track.
No, but he didn't actually try.
But DGAF is insanely like that's not trying.
Yes, it is. It's
Don't
not
give a
caring what people think. Sorry, you're misunderstanding what I'm saying. I would like people to make more tracks that are just like, I'm just gonna make things without trying to plan it out or like figure out what people are gonna think of it beforehand. I think
Well, my
that'd be
plan
cool.
actually for that one is make people feel disturbed. I want
Well,
people to be like,
yeah.
what the hell is this? This is weird. This is unsettling. This rustles my jimmies.
I don't know what that means.
Have your jimmies been thoroughly rustled?
I'm not sure I want them to be.
Why not? What's wrong with a little rustling of the jimmies in the morning?
In the morning? I'm creating a hell.
In the evening, straight out of Frisco town.
But like people make tracks that are like they're not how would I say this? Like people are like some people don't plan tracks, but it's very different to on the one hand not plan a track and on the other hand make a track that's like totally not doesn't have anything in it that like you're sure people will like. I would love to see people make more tracks that don't have like a whole bunch of stuff in it that are like copied.
Alright, I'm gonna try and roll this. Gotta stack it at least so it rolls a bit. Now I gotta weaken it.
There you know, I might make it around by 12.5 seconds, but he's definitely not slowing down. Oh, I think he's gonna like get to like 55 or something silly.
Is he gonna roll, ladies and gentlemen? I want to see what Dab has to say.
I don't think he has anything to say. He hasn't said anything in...
The ACP
like 10
says,
minutes.
Rabid, that's all I do. I've only made one track.
That's what I was responding to.
Oh.
When I was talking about that.
I really want to roll this alt fling.
I honestly don't know how that even works. Rolling an alt fling.
You make one side weaker and the other side stronger.
It's like I can't visualize how it works. Like when I saw the like Hedge doing it in Vision, I was like, I don't understand. And then I've just always felt like that. Oh, I see what you're doing.
So see, that side's a little weaker. That side's super strong. Look at that! I'm doing it!
Nice.
Now I need to be able to actually...
Oh, it's getting late for me. Not really.
Not
But I've had a long month.
What you been doing in this long
Shrek
month?
the musical. It just closed today.
Did what?
I work at a community playhouse, and I do sound and projections. And we just did Shrek the musical for our older children in our children's theater. And
You have a Shrek the musical.
what?
There is a Shrek the musical.
Oh well, yeah, it was on Broadway. Not the version that we did. I mean, we did the same play, but it didn't have all the fancy stuff they did on Broadway. But yes, there is a Shrek the musical. Here, I will link you.
At the very least, I'm making a curved alt fling.
All right, so here's the Wikipedia article. And then here's our production.
What the hell is this?
It's a musical based on the movie.
That one's Jesus Christ Superstar.
What?
Duluth.
No, it's not.
Oh, it just linked because it didn't do the whole thing. Oh, there it is.
Oh, weird. Oh, it didn't go to the whole thing. Yeah, okay. But yeah, Shrek musical. But anyway, this thing had 27 wireless microphones on actors. There ended up being about 100 or so sound effects. And there was an extensive projection design. And it was
pit orchestra?
Yeah, and I had to mic a pit orchestra. It was a lot.
I'm in the pit orchestra for our high school play.
Yeah. But they were in like a loft off to the side of the stage, and I had to mic them all. But then we ended up cutting the orchestra because the orchestra was so terrible that they sucked. And
Really? Huh. Okay, so I actually don't blame them, and here's why.
Don't blame who for what?
The pit orchestra for sucking.
Well, they didn't. I mean, mostly blame our musical director because they were high school kids, and he didn't give them like. A lot of them didn't even have the music beforehand. We didn't even have like a full orchestra there, and like they never got to see the show, so they had no idea what was going on stage while they were playing because they were up in this loft. They couldn't see anything, and like they had like one rehearsal before they sat down to play it at the show. It's like
that is definitely the music director's fault.
Yeah.
I don't think the musical director has any idea how hard those songs are to sight read. So
well, he does because he plays the keyboard himself, but he doesn't like he consistently overestimates others' ability to sight read music.
Okay, so like the problem is that music is extremely hard to sight read because keys that are good for singing in are absolutely atrocious for playing as a pit orchestra.
Yeah, it's true.
I'm used to playing stuff with like no sharps or whatever.
Yeah.
And we're playing Guys and Dolls and we get to like, I don't know, and it has like 4 sharps.
Yeah.
It's stupid. Is so stupid. I hate it. Then we have this song called Havana that is like, I'm like, finally, it's in a normal key. But then the song itself is just this giant trumpet solo.
I'm doing Guys and Dolls in June. I'm doing Guys and Dolls in June, so I will look forward to that. I'm not playing the pit orchestra, I'm miking the pit orchestra.
Yeah.
Next up on the list is Jesus Christ Superstar.
Is he in fact a superstar?
Well, in the play he is.
It's the Holy Gourd.
The holy what?
Have you seen Life of Brian?
Oh, yes.
It's the Holy Gourd. So
I
the
don't
local
remember this.
Episcopalian priest and his kid and his wife all watch Life of Brian at the end of every Easter.
That's hilarious.
I'm just like, yeah. And the priest kid is like in the same grade as I am. I'm like, just, dude, is that like sacrilege or something? He's like, no, it's fun. I'm just like, dude. Dear God, this alt fling. What is going on? Maybe I'm just making a curved alt fling. Maybe it's not actually rolling.
It's 20. That's 10. This is hard.
This is hard.
Yeah, shut up.
You're making a tail manual. I'm making a rolling alt fling.
But you're not sinking. Good night, cats.
It sinks to the flow of the track. Maybe it's just going to evolve. I think it's just going to evolve.
Well, this has been like a very low-key Squirrel broadcast.
Just ranting at each other about
Nothing at all.
tracks. Tracks. How do I high speed?
This song is... There's so much noise.
Oh, yeah, Boards Canada has some weird stuff.
Okay, I figured it out. Doom 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 doom. Nope, is that it? Yeah. Doom 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 doom. Okay.
Maybe if I just keep adding lines that'll affect him, this will become more powerful eventually.
Someday.
So far, like four of these five. So far, like 4 of the 5 lines have affected him. Just keep adding lines. Oh, look at that.
I'm tired.
Look at this.
This is the first time that I've been in a Squirrel broadcast, and I'm like, damn it, it's only an hour and 20 in. I have to go for another 40 minutes. I'm so burned out. Good news for Jesus Christ Superstar is that I am all set up. All of the mics are like in place. All the speakers are in place. It's the exact same setup.
That's good news for Jesus Christ, the superstar.
Good news for Jesus.
Yeah. Oh, it's time to co-strengthen. Let's do this. Oh, hell yeah. So, yeah, a lot has happened in recent times.
In Line Rider?
Nah, just in my life.
Oh, okay.
So, I don't know if I've told you about this yet. So, like, our basketball team at our high school made it to state for the first time since 1984.
I saw your video.
Oh, yeah.
Because it was on your Line Rider channel.
Yeah, so we got to go to state.
Did you? Did it work?
Well, I started a GoFundMe, and we raised like $3,000 in a day.
Oh, well, that works.
Well, and then they were like, we can't take the money because that's illegally obtained.
And then what?
So I was like, okay, I had to shut it down and refund everyone.
Wait, so then...
But they were like, it's okay, you can go. Because at that point, I think the entire town would have murdered the school board if they didn't.
Well, that's not really constructive.
Well, town's just generally not happy with the school very often.
Yeah.
Eh.
Dun 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 tail manual!
You finished it?
Well, no.
Let me see on
I'm
stream.
Not yet.
Oh.
I'll play from the beginning, though. I'm getting close.
Sheldon said you are almost over the precipice OTDE. Damn it, OTDE.
That's because you were going to make it roll, and then you decided against it.
Yeah, I know.
No, I'm not there. I'm not even at 12 seconds yet. It's totally going to flatten out, man. Watch this. I'm gonna keep accelerating him.
Yep, that's the only solution.
Solution to every problem is more acceleration lines.
Dun, 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 dun. I'm making a nose chain.
I mean, have you seen archaeology? It's basically just like I did manuals until he got going really fast, and then I made him slow down with lots of tumbling. Then I ended it.
Alright, I'm gonna try and make a contrails style track where it's just like really, really smooth transitions.
Your idea with this track changes like every second.
Shut up.
Like, wait, I'm gonna make a rolling fling. No, I'm gonna make this really strong. No, I'm gonna make a really smooth transition.
DGAF, dude. I'm embodying the spirit of DGAF.
But stop copying other people. Just do your own thing.
That's what this is.
No, but you keep. Oh. Never mind.
Okay, nobody's style exists in a vacuum.
It's true.
Everybody gets their inspiration from somewhere. Like, if
true.
you talk to
Fine.
most jazz artists, they'll be like, Satchmo, as like their driving influence.
Then it follows that you can be told what to say or think. Defend your constitutionally protected rights. No one else.
I mean, don't
Boards
act
of
like you don't
Canada's
watch Pendulum all the
talking to me
time
about
at
my
night.
rights.
Just like when you're alone, you're like, your girlfriend's like, it's time for bed, honey. You're just like, hold on one second. You like go to the bathroom and you watch Pendulum. It's like, if it's good to you, good for you.
What? I think I missed the first half of that sentence, and I'm very confused. Is this something that happened to you?
Everyone draws inspirations from somewhere, and I said, don't act like you don't like watch Pendulum all the goddamn time. Like your girlfriend says, it's time for bed, honey, and then you're like, one sec, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick, and then she like walks in and you're watching Pendulum.
I actually haven't watched Pendulum in a while.
And then it's just like
it's kind of getting outdated.
What are you doing? And you're just like, if it's good to you, it's good for you.
So this is me you're describing here.
Yes.
No, not really. I mean, I like scenery. I like watching Pendulum, but I don't really get inspiration from it particularly because I can't do that, and I haven't learned to. Woo, to Emmanuel!
Ooh, nose chain. I like nose chains.
Everyone likes nose chains. Nose chains were the first chain.
2 chains.
No, 1 chain. 1 chains.
Like, just one of the things I really liked about contrails that I don't see very often anymore is like just this like real smooth, like casually dropping into flings.
You're slowing him down.
Yep, I'm bringing sexy back. Hold on.
Slow manuals.
Here come the slow. It's just like bum, 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 bum.
The slow manual invasion.
Bum, 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 bum.
My flings are weak and your manuals are too strong, apparently. I don't know if he's making a joke because I'm doing manuals and you're doing flings.
Okay, buy new blitz. Okay.
I don't understand Sheldon.
No, he's still there. He's saying bye to the...
Oh, he's not leaving us.
No.
I still don't understand him.
The ACP was like, I'm leaving, and he called him a nooblet, which is not very nice, Sheldon.
I'm rather confused. Why? I'm rather confused by anyone who thinks that I'm going to like them if they insult me all the time.
I'm always confused by the posts that are like, your best friend insults you daily. It's just like, no, my best friends kinda don't do that.
If your best friend insults you daily, maybe they shouldn't be your best friend.
Yeah, no, it doesn't sound like your best friend.
I've known people who do that, but it's always just felt wrong to me. This is a really sloppy manual, I'm not gonna lie.
You're a really sloppy manual.
I'm not sure what that means. Is that good?
I don't know. That was good as your mom. See, look, aren't we best friends now?
I thought we went over this.
I can keep insulting you if you're not convinced. Alright.
I love this, like, seagull synced up with the beat on this song. It's, like, really trippy. I like it. Why are you flipping over? It's not nice. Stop doing that, Bosh. Oh, I know where it happens.
Bosh does what he wants.
It's happening right here.
Look at that chain. Alright. Where do we go from here, folks?
Yeah, pretty much. Manual writers be like, "Oh, well works. Move on to next well."
Yep. I don't stack.
Isn't that how everyone makes tracks?
There we go. I don't want that though.
That's 20. 10.
You know what loop I really like? That one backwards nose loop in Chaotic Dynamics.
10.
In fact, that's just a track I really like. I don't know why, but I like Chaotic Dynamics almost more than King.
Eighteen, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Oh, look at that. Each notches. So that's going to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12. 12. No, okay. I'm going to have to cut this manual short then.
So beautifully constructed. It's like all red lines and then just like one blue one. It's like, okay, never mind. One blue line, two blue lines. One line, two line, red line, blue line.
Hey, that's a track.
Wait, it is?
Yup.
That's pretty sweet.
Did you not know that?
I didn't.
Camcorder?
Oh, right. I remember.
You don't remember that track at all?
I imagine someday we're all going to be really old and we're going to be like thinking about like the dates the tracks came out. We're going to be like, I feel old.
I'm already there.
Strange Quark, 2008.
How old are you?
Me?
Yeah.
I'm 18.
I released my first track when you... How long ago would that have been?
I was probably in elementary school. No, I was 6th grade.
You were 10.
No, I was in 5th grade. No, 4th grade.
It was... Wait. 2007, 8, 9, 10. That's 5. 8 years ago.
I was 10.
Yep. I made my first line runner track when you were 10, which also means that gravity wells were invented when you were 10.
That's awesome. Yeah,
But
I
it makes me
released
feel old.
Anthem. I released Anthem when I was like 14. I mean, how's that for
Because
weird?
I was in high school.
Yeah, no, you're an adult and I'm
You're still in high school.
I'm still in high school. I have a deeper voice than you, though.
It's true. Unless I try, and then I can have a deep voice too.
Yeah, but then it just sounds like you're trying too hard.
Also, if I talk really quietly, that helps too. And then my voice can sound deeper and natural at the same time.
No, it still has that upper
I am
inflection.
22, for anyone who's wondering.
You need a rich, dark tone. There's a certain tonal color or tonal quality that comes with a naturally deep voice.
Oh,
So I guess this is just... You're gonna get sick of me doing this, but this is just like Cirrus. Or Intangible. I like that track.
Oh look, it just automatically... Oh, the autoplay thing. It just automatically went to Aphex Twin, selected ambient works, which is cool with me.
Yeah, I haven't heard much of that.
Well, now it's playing.
Well, I have the stream on mute because
Right, I guess you do.
I should put gyroscope back on. It's always good. What's the stream say?
What am I searching for? What were we talking about? What were we talking about? I'm forgetting.
Sheldon says, "What's up with this weak-ass manual, bro?
Oh.
How about I don't give a fuck?"
What?
I really...
Sheldon, can you stop insulting us or leave? One or the other?
I genuinely don't give a shit. I am making what I want to make right now.
I mean, I do. It's really annoying. What was I searching? What were we just talking about? We were just talking about something. I was going to search for something, and now I forgot what it was.
Aphex Twin.
No, before that. I totally don't know what we were talking about. I have no idea. Ah, I give up.
Yeah, so I was like 13 when I joined Reign of Life.
Wait, that's what it was. We were talking about ages. What was I going to look up about ages? Never mind. I don't know what it was. Not important.
But yeah, I was the youngest and least skilled member of Life ever.
I mean, you were better at the sceners at track. Better than the sceners at track.
I was better than the people who specialized in a completely different region.
Dead on 13.5 seconds. So then it's going to be, well, not what I did, but... So how many frames is that?
It's about 15 dooms. So I don't know what it is.
Well, it's going to be 12 frames to 20, 40, 48 frames. Hey, that's nice. So then each... So dun 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 dun. Each one of those is 12 frames. So dum dum do 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 do. So
If somebody who didn't play Line Rider just came in off the stream right now, they'd just be like, okay, what the hell is
I'm
going
just thinking about this. So I have the first one, so that's the first one, and then 12 frames later you need the second one, and then 12 frames later you need the second one, but then there are 6, so then 1, 2, 3, like 6, 6, 6, 6, and then the next manual.
So you've basically got the scene track of the beast.
What?
You got 6, 6, 6.
666.
Oh no, that's a track already. Rather short and mediocre one by Votel before he was Robo-Rant levels of good.
Really?
Yeah. It's like 10 seconds.
There we go, that's what I want.
Sometimes I wish Mr. ZNF tracks wouldn't have that like really cheesy rock opera. Like sometimes it sort of wakes, but like part of me is like, oh, it's a classic ZNF shtick, and then another part of me is just like, why? And then another part of me like does the head bob along whenever it's like,
I think that's everyone while watching a ZNF track.
just like,
Part of
why
you
is
is like, why is this? And then part of you is like, well, I guess this makes
Oh,
sense.
fuck
And then the
yeah.
other part is like, yeah! I think that's everyone's reaction.
Mamas, put your babies to sleep.
The story is too cruel for their ears to hear. I don't know what the rest of the words are to the song. Except, whatever the title is, which I forget now.
Mary Lou.
Mary Lou, Mary Lou. I know that part.
Yeah, so, yeah, that was beautifully in tune. Maybe just a few cents sharp. Oh.
Just a few cents. Only a few.
Yeah, no. Just minuscule.
It's insignificant. It really is. No one cares.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that second one's too strong. I think. Let me listen to this. Yeah. Okay. I like making tumbling. It looks so cool and it's so easy to make. Who cleared the chat room? Why? Jeez.
Who's the moderator?
Like we have like on average like one person watching these Sunday Squirrel broadcasts, and whoever that person is for some reason can never like just like be a normal person. You have to like cause trouble. Why? Is it just because I'm here? Do people just like messing with me?
Maybe it's me. It's always been me. No, it's not me. Maybe last minute turn this into an ASDF.
Bum bum.
Keep forgetting how awesome handtail ASDFs are.
Hand tail.
Yeah, they're like really awesome. They're super easy to start.
Oh yeah. Can imagine.
Because you just like have a hand fling and then you're like, oh, let's have a little tail.
Why though? Why? I don't understand these things. Why do you want to add a tail? Like, what does it do? Who cares?
It makes it more powerful.
Why does that matter?
Because I need him to not die in this section.
Okay, I guess that's reasonable.
Yeah, happy. Hopefully that doesn't kill him.
Is there anyone here anymore?
It's just me.
Just us. This is a really boring stream, so I don't blame
it's
people
just
for
me.
not watching.
You're dead.
Oh, I'm dead.
You're a ghost.
Oh no. I think the big problem was we didn't have anything to talk about.
Oh, we had loads to talk about, such as, I forget.
Exactly. Hey, this was used in alignment check, wasn't it?
What?
This song. What is this song? I have no idea.
Mount St. Michael, St. Michael's Mount.
Oh, it has the song list in the thing.
It's Mount St. Michael's Mount, yeah.
It's Agastopolis. Agispolis. I'll paste it in the chat. It might not have been using liner check. I might just have like heard it somewhere else.
I think you're just being a doobly doo.
Okay.
Well, this is great. Have you heard any of Cyro?
Cyro?
Aphex Twin's first album in 13 years.
Oh, like recent album.
Yep.
No, I haven't heard any of it.
It won a Grammy, but he didn't show up to the Grammys. And the lady who announced his name both did a combination of really terrible things. She mispronounced his name, Aphex Twin. Pronounced it Ciro.
And B?
And referred to him, Aphex Twin, as they. As in multiple people. That'd be like referring to Glitch Mob as a he.
Yeah. Well, no wonder he didn't show up.
Yeah, no. The thing is, nobody recognizes his name in like the pop music industry, which is weird because he's so well known in like electronic. Boards of Canada released something pretty recently too.
Yeah, I've heard that's rare. They release things not very often.
Yeah, they spend years like, is the synth just right? I don't know, Scottish brother. Is it? Boy, lad, I don't know.
Just like... exactly how they sound. Sarcasm.
You've got a damn fine mess on your hands here. Yeah. Come on. Intensity is inversely proportional to flow. Thing. Him to do the thing. It's not doing the thing. And is it gonna work? I don't know. I'm in existential crisis mode here. Oh. Almost worked.
Hey, I think this works. Boom, 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 boom. Hey, look, he only gets up to speed 43, and then he slows back down. Booyah! Boom. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. This is a weird one. Green Calcs. Weird one. Music.
Our time is drawing to a close, Rabid. Do you have any final words?
Oh, I guess I don't. I feel like I don't even know if this is worth uploading.
Oh. It hurts me to my very soul. Actually, it doesn't. This is shit, but...
Yeah, like, not like the track that I'm making, but like the stream.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. There was like nobody here.
There's no one here because I didn't announce it on time, and the people who were here, like, didn't have anything interesting to say. We didn't have anything interesting to say.
It's mostly just Sheldon insulting us.
Playfully, I suppose. That's what he says.
He's our best friend. It's better work. And MC. That is about it for the Squirrel broadcast, folks. Tell your mama, tell your papa. Will they care? I don't know.
Probably not.
Let's go. But Chicken on the Rocks is our outro song.
Oh yeah, we should use that. Let me finish this tumble first, though. Doom. Doom.
There's like no rotation there. Look at this. Yeah. Some days I just wish Leomur would come back and like blow us away with this like full-length awesome track that's like what he made, like Twinkle and Twinge or whatever, because that was some really good stuff. Like, I imagine for a lot of people, like, seeing Mr. Bajeri leave was pretty emotional, but, like, Leomur's the one that was maybe just go like, I just about cried when Twinkle and Twinge came out.
Did he say he was leaving at the end of the video? See, I don't even know.
No, he just said it's been a long time. I was just like...
Well, I made 4 seconds of progress. That's not bad.
Oh, sweet, I got him out.
It's not bad at all. Oh, you got him out. Look at that. Hey, well, that's a good stopping point.
It's lucky is what it was.
Okay, Chicken on the Rocks.
This is everything, Line Rider. Alright, I'm about done your rings. See ya.
You're about onion rings?
Onion rings.
Oh. Well, I'm going to play Chicken on the Rocks first. All right.
Okay.
Here we go.
I gotta get Chicken on the Rocks going.
Should we play it at the same time, or does it matter? It's just going.
All right, let's go.
Thank you, everyone, for coming and watching the Squirrel broadcast, which there's no one here. You're like ridiculously off from our what we're hearing. It sounds like you're making random noises that are vaguely related to the music. All right, well that's enough of that. Thanks for joining me. This was fun for us. If
See
not
ya.
for anyone else. Bye.
Bye.